Killer Klowns, the movie, is coming back out on Blu-ray. The game is going to be at PAX. The game is coming out in a few months. There's a lot of Killer Klowns news. So if you're a Killer Klowns fan, we're going to break it all down for you in just a moment. But before we do that, welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. If you're new to the channel, I am Old Head Gaming. And if you want to stay up to date on anything Killer Klowns related, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, I feel like PAX is where we need to start. And they're going to be here at PAXEast on March 23rd, just a couple of weeks away, well, like a week and a half away, and that panel will be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, obviously, we'll probably start seeing some beta level footage. They've been using alpha exclusively until then. We're probably going to hear some little bits more information, maybe even a physical release announcement. I'm, fingers crossed. And I think we're going to probably not hear any more on like pre-order bonuses or deluxe content. Like, I feel like it is what it is. We know, we've seen that. If you don't know what's in it, it's right above my shoulder. You can hop over and watch that video and I'll break down what the two versions offer to you. We already know about the early access coming on March the 28th. And let's be honest, it's a good year for Killer Klowns. It'll be the 36th anniversary on May 27th, and they're really kind of peppering around that day with a whole bunch of content. I also fully expect Teravision and Illfonic to announce that beta. I don't think it's going away. I feel like they really need a stress test, especially after revising so much stuff. And I expect to see it as a Steam exclusive still, much like Gun did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you at least get the game out, let some people get some hands on it, let some people play it and stream it. I don't think Teravision will lock it down to non-disclosure. I think they'll want people to see that. You want people to get eyes on the game. You want people to buy this game as it drops on June 4th. And I fully expect that probably the last weekend of April, that gives them a month to crunch numbers until the game goes into early access. It could be a little bit earlier than that, but that's kind of my guesstimate. And it gives them a full month to look at things before the game goes into early access on the 28th. But that's not it. Killer Klowns is also coming back out on Blu-ray, and a 4K version will be available. And you can pre-order that right now from Amazon like I did. I pre-ordered immediately, like that's a birthday gift to myself. And I needed that Killer Klowns. This could be the most pristine version. If you're a Killer Klowns fan, it's a must-have with a steel case. The case is going to look magnificent on your shelf as a decorative piece, as well as the movie's going to look beautiful for screen. Now, they have been dropping alpha footage, pictures, and videos, and today they showed us what it's like to, one, kill a clown as a human, and what it's like to receive that death as a clown, and I'm going to show you that right now. And as you can see, one thing that stood out to me is the beautiful 80s aesthetic. Like, they're really leaning into that 80s look. Even the text is very 80s. The words they're using, the type, the font, everything feels like it's being ripped right out of the 80s, which is, for me, is always a good thing. Like, I will always look back on my time on the 80s and love it, and I love to go visit there anytime I possibly can. I love the look of the UI. It's a lot cleaner than I anticipated it was going to be. We have that mini map. You see how many clowns and how many humans are alive. Like, there's a lot going on with it. It's not overly crowded, but it does give you the information you're going to need. And I think the one thing that was also very interesting from the human side is that it doesn't have to be a gunshot to the nose to finish it. If you stun a clown, the human here used a pocket knife to pop it. He didn't use the baseball bat. I think you either needed something like a sharp utensil, like a knife, maybe a crowbar, or an actual bullet from a gun to kill the killer clown. Now, we had not seen that version of a clown dispersal in any of the videos previously. They've always been just shot with revolvers off the hip. So I think that's interesting to know there is more available to you as a human to fight back and potentially take the clown out of play. Now, we also get to see the perspective of the clown, which I thought was interesting as well. As you can see, that clown just got completely stun locked, which is interesting that their health bar wasn't as high as I thought it would be, but I like what we see going on. I think there's potential that it could be very balanced with that 3v7. I like what we're seeing. It looks a little better than I thought from, say, that previous trailer they just dropped about a week ago. And I'm starting to get pretty hyped for Killer Klowns. I'm going to be pre-ordering the deluxe edition myself, of course, and we'll be doing tons of Killer Klown content from now all the way to launch and beyond. Let me know, though, are you excited about Killer Klowns? Do you think this is an ASIM that might actually stand a chance? I'm really hoping myself that Teravision is going to plant their flag on this game, much like Behavior did with Dead by Daylight, and really invest the fuck out of it. But maybe that's just me being optimistic. I want to hear your thoughts, though, as always. Thanks for watching, and later, mates.